Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Cancer. How are you guys, Cancer? Let's see what's happening with you. Cancer. Oh. All right, I see the Queen of Cups. There you are. What does Cancer need to know? Okay. Yeah, I feel someone here, you're waiting for someone to reciprocate here. But I do feel here someone's pride's getting in the way here. Somebody's pride is getting in the way. Let's see what this is all about here. Yeah, somebody feels like there's not a lot of hope here. It has to do with whether something is going to move forward. Because I feel with this, someone here is sad. I mean, I see some sadness because someone's pride got in the way, but it's also an energy of someone who a situation wasn't successful. Yeah, we have the Empress. There is a start of something new. And this is a temporary energy, this 5. So this is someone who's just feeling sad, like, like there's not a lot of hope. But I feel like there is. I see the start of something new. It's an energy of being open here. See, letting go of pride, because somebody here needs to let go of their pride here. Yeah, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. And it could be too where somebody was trying to move forward, planning, preparing, hoping for the best, but something kept this from being successful. If someone feeling like there's no hope, but I do see success here. I do see an Empress energy. It could be someone here whose pride got in the way. They maybe felt somebody was chasing them because they were successful. They wanted someone to provide. So there's some sadness here. Now, whether this is yourself or a person, but the Queen of Pentacles is someone who, and with the Empress here, this is someone who's successful. They look out for themselves and take care of themselves. Yeah, look at that. I feel like you have another opportunity. Someone's going to let go of their pride here, I feel. It's somebody's pride stopping them because they feel as though something won't be long-term or it won't be successful. I feel like it will be because it's right here. I feel someone's cup runneth over. Somebody here maybe has a little regret. But I feel as though some of you are maybe waiting for someone. Maybe some company, companionship. I feel it's an energy. The Empress is always open to talk, communicate. But I do feel like you're going to be successful. Even if you feel like you're not, whatever this is that you're dealing with. Let's have a look at the Queen of Cups. Yeah, we have someone here with the Knave of Pentacles. It's about laying the foundation. Someone was kind of apprehensive, and it's the way someone often communicates. Someone who wants to, it's a communication of somebody wanting to lay a foundation. They wanted to get something going, but their pride got in the way. It's someone who maybe felt they couldn't provide or give you what you needed. It's an energy of someone not being able to provide or give someone the attention they want, but they feel regret because it was their own pride holding them back. Yeah, I see a lack of success, not enough money, that kind of energy, but it's an energy of just some sort of insecurity here. And I do see somebody being lonely, and I do feel like someone here is definitely feeling sad. This is a person who really, their cup runneth over, and I feel like you wanted to get something going, and I do see company, companionship. Somebody feeling kind of lonely here. We have someone putting on the brakes here. Yeah, I see some of you wanting something to be successful, determined to be. And I do feel whatever this is, if it's a lack of money or success, I feel like you will be. I see a fresh new start and another an opportunity. But to me, I see a person here who's kind of thinking negative thoughts here. But they're putting on the brakes and taking another look. Someone's taken another look because it has to do with someone who wanted to lay that foundation, but they were apprehensive. This is someone who's feeling kind of lonely here too. So, yeah, somebody ghosting, someone ignoring them. So it's an energy of rejection, someone ignoring someone here. Yeah. And I do feel this energy of someone just lonely and kind of bored and But I feel like, this is something that very well could be, because someone's taking another look at this situation. Planning, preparing, providing. See, hoping for success. And we have the Knight of Swords. So we have someone who's kind of rushed into a situation, backed out. It has to do with the person choosing their battles. Someone is rethinking this situation, seeing that this could be successful, something long-term. This could be a job situation, a love interest. But this is the cup that runneth over. Somebody here was trying to control their feelings, emotions, feeling it wouldn't be successful, and they kind of lost control here. Yeah, it's also an energy of letting go of control. Yeah, look, somebody here felt like giving up. See, this is someone who just feels like giving up, looking back. But I feel someone's not going to give up because they're rethinking this situation, choosing their battles. Somebody was focused on money, felt they couldn't provide, ghosted, ignored someone because of their own lack. That's what I feel. Just thinking kind of negative here. But it has to do with someone here ghosting, ignoring someone. This is someone who's looking for attention. This is someone who feels they can't provide or give you the attention that you need. So I feel it could be yourself just kind of giving up here when, it's possible here you're taking another look yourself at this situation. But this is what this person's seeing. This person was in this energy. They felt like giving up. They can't provide. They're looking back feeling beat up as well. But I feel it's saying not to give up, regardless whether it's you. But this person here, it's about this person communicating, laying the foundation. And it could be yourself wanting to get something going here. Let's have a look at this Empress energy. Yeah, so it has to do with, look at that, the 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. See, it's about putting this behind. It's about not giving up, but it's about putting this behind, leaving this behind, and moving forward. So some of you are, and I do see other opportunities, but I feel like you've got this person. It's more like this other energy of this person. Somebody here felt they were losing control of their emotions. They put on the brakes, choosing their battles. See, they were making a choice. Something to do with not having enough money, feeling insecure, that they couldn't give you what you wanted. But now look at this, as somebody maybe had a lot of debt, paying off a lot of bills. But it's an energy of, this person here, it's bothering them. But it's also putting some baggage behind it. It looks as though you were dealing with someone here who just wasn't ready. But I see this paying off debt, paying off bills. See, it's about, because we got the Queen of Pentacles. This is company, companionship. Someone's feeling kind of sad and lonely, but this is someone taking a look at this. Yeah, this is not just debt, bills. This is just about taking responsibility. Yeah, something weighing heavily on someone here. They feel kind of responsible. Let's have a look at this here. Yeah, see, some sort of judgment. So somebody judged somebody because of how they were feeling. It's somebody who was drained. Someone was a little bit drained here. I feel like this is someone who just was dealing with something where they felt like giving up. So they kind of ghosted, ignored. They felt they couldn't provide. They couldn't give you what you needed at this particular time. Yeah, whatever it is, it's about letting this go, because this is a 10 of Wands, letting go of baggage, burdens. This is also someone where there's something bothering them. And to me, it's an energy of someone who wanted to get this going. And something was weighing heavily, and it's telling me it's a person who felt they just couldn't give you what you wanted. They didn't have the time, maybe even the finances, because they're choosing their battles. They're rethinking this. But it's someone who doesn't want to bother somebody with their problems. This is someone who doesn't want to bother somebody with their problems here. See, putting the pressure, laying the burden on the other person. Yeah, and I feel some of you wanted company, companionship, because often this is the energy of somebody here who's Well, focusing on stability, but this is company companionship, feeling comfortable. Yeah, I mean, somebody here made a decision here. Somebody made a bad decision. There was some sort of judgment. But I feel that cup runneth over. I feel some of you offered this person a cup. Maybe this could be a little bit of a peace offering, but this is how somebody is feeling. See, now they feel they missed this opportunity. They failed to recognize this opportunity because they were in this negative energy, really down in the dumps, things bothering them. They just kind of felt like giving up. Now, it could have been financial, but I wouldn't doubt if this was something more emotional. Yeah, we have the moon. See, things that are unknown, feeling confused. This is about somebody keeping all these feelings inside. This is someone here going deep within their feelings and emotions. This is how they were feeling. But it's someone who doesn't want to burden somebody with their problems. So they're keeping it to themselves. But this is about sharing it, sharing that emotional intimacy. This is how somebody was feeling inside, going deep within their feelings. This is so, yeah, and then we have the star. See, this is someone feels at this time the situation didn't serve, but now they see they made a bad decision. So it's about releasing this, just letting it go. It no longer serves. So this is somebody laying down those burdens. So whatever this is somebody who's dealt with the situation, because this is the birth of something new. The sun's shining. Look at that. Beautiful energy. And I do feel, Cancer, I do feel, whether you're masculine or feminine, this is the start of something new. Someone was just feeling kind of confused. This is about clearing something up. See, this is about clearing something up. Somebody had cleared something up. They were feeling really beat up, but I feel it's also like the same, feeling the same. Somebody, doesn't want to burden. They're ignoring someone because they don't want to burden them with their problems. Something was weighing heavily. Tell me about this. Let me grab this other deck. Tell me about this Knave of Pentacles. Yeah, it has to do with coming together, being together. Partnering up. You have my back, I have your back. But this could be a business situation too. Yeah, but it's about stability. See, it's about stability. This is someone who feels they missed an opportunity. They made a bad decision because they kept this all to themselves. And it's the moon, it's your energy too, feeling, that they're hiding something, the secrecy, the mystery, feeling kind of confused. Yeah, but this is someone going to let go of this, release this burden, put this behind. Let's put this behind and have a fresh start. Somebody wants to have a fresh start here, start over. Yeah, whatever this person was dealing with. Let's have a look at this Four of Cups. Yeah, see, this is both people both people feeling the same, missing an opportunity, failing to recognize and see this opportunity. But it's an energy of someone who kind of ignoring someone or ghosting them because they're feeling really negative. It's all internal. Let's have a look at that Chariot. Yeah. Look at that. See, putting on the brakes because this is someone who feels responsible. They're taking another look. It's not your fault. It's this person's fault. They made this decision. See, it's about healing. Judgment is also healing, shedding and releasing all this baggage, burdens, taking responsibility. They feel responsible. It's bothering them. If it's bothering you, it's bothering them too. They want to clear this up. This is about clearing things up here because this is about the feelings being mutual. But they kept it inside. Tell me about this. Yeah, and I do see a little bit of the Five of Wands tried to come out here, which is telling me obstacles, challenges, things to overcome. Maybe a lot of drama, a little bit of drama here, but it's about, it's about overcoming it. Somebody feeling responsible. So this is somebody putting on the brakes. See, it's an energy of someone trying to avoid. They're trying to avoid something here. This is how someone's feeling inside, internal turmoil. So this is somebody who was dealing with this. They were dealing with something that was draining them. It was exhausting. So they're choosing the battle to overcome this. So they were dealing with something here, or somebody. Yeah, feeling like giving up. But this is somebody who's not giving up here, because now I feel they've released this. They've let this go. It could be debt, whatever it was, but it was really weighing heavily on them, and they don't want to lay their burdens on the other person. They're not blaming you. They're blaming themselves. See, taking responsibility. They feel responsible. Yeah, this is somebody who has some regret. See, this is somebody going through a lot of stress and anxiety, having to choose their battles to overcome this. They were dealing with something here, some conflict, drama, whatever it was. But I also feel, too, this is about avoiding drama. So I do see a lot of dramatic energy, and I know the Queen of Cups can kind of get that way internally. So if you're wondering, why this person put on the brakes, it has to do with this, but it's trying to avoid it. There's some sort of stress, anxiety, and some kind of regret here. Somebody wants a do-over, another chance. Let's just put this behind and start over. Just let this go. Yeah, because that's an energy of just feeling like giving up. Yeah, we got this. This is all about rebuilding. See, somebody wanted to lay the foundation. They wanted to get something going. Laying the foundation, two people coming together. This is two people who can overcome anything. So it's all about overcoming this. So what if maybe there was an argument or a fight, but someone's putting on the brakes, and I do feel this energy of control. See, letting go of control. But this is something that was out of somebody's hands because they chose this battle. They had to make this choice to overcome this first, but they have regret for not reciprocating, I feel, too. See, just ignoring, ghosting someone, ignoring them. But they definitely felt, it's a person who feels kind of, insecure, feeling negative about it. But I do see a house, a home, a financial foundation. See, it's about being able to provide. This is somebody who maybe felt negative, like you were looking for them to provide for you. But I feel some of you just wanted company, companionship. But I'm going to tell you, this energy, this is what this person's now seeing. This beautiful Empress energy. See, it's somebody not blaming you. They're blaming themselves. They made a bad decision. There was some sort of judgment. But this is someone who wants another chance. They have a lot of regret here. Yeah, there's so much stress and anxiety, though. Sleepless nights, chaos, conflict. They were dealing with something here. And it could have to do with their financial foundation, a house, a home. But this is somebody who wants to lay that foundation. Look at this. See, somebody taking a step back, feeling different after a little time here of healing. This is all about healing, shedding, and letting go of all this baggage, this burden. This is someone not blaming you. They're blaming themselves. Taking a step back, seeing things differently, kind of calming down, just kind of tempering those emotions. See, this is an energy of tempering the emotions. But yeah, wow. Let's have a look at judgment. Yeah, this is somebody here taking a look. See, they're looking at this, reflecting on this. A lot of confusion, illusion, but this is an energy of someone who's now feeling differently. They're feeling bold. They're ready to go down this path. So there's the reflection of this, but they feel differently. This is someone who was afraid of taking a risk here because they were dealing with all this chaos, this drama. Yeah. And this could be somebody they were dealing with, but I feel this is energy of someone now looking before they leap, choosing their battles. They had to deal with something, waiting for things to calm down, trying to be patient. But it's somebody who felt something was off at this time because of what they were dealing with. Yeah, it's the things that are unknown. Someone I feel it could even be yourself keeping all these feelings inside. The cup runneth over. But I got to tell you, this person, it's about the feelings being mutual. Let's just let this go. Let's just let this go. It is what it is. Somebody wants another chance, a do-over. See, this is where things happening very fast. Things happening very quickly. Someone feeling emotionally overwhelmed. Too much happening too fast. Yeah, too much going on. Too much of a good thing too. This is somebody who kind of feels that, you know, it's too good to be true. It's just, nope, I'm not looking at this. I can't deal with this. I'm dealing with this. I can't deal with this right now because I'm dealing with this. That's what it's all about. So too much happening too fast, feeling overwhelmed, too much of a good thing. But they were thinking positive. This is how they were feeling inside. And maybe it's yourself that was feeling this way. Yeah, let's have a look at the stars. Yeah, it's a person taking a pause here with the Hanged Man, putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. But what they're doing here is this is a little pause, a little healing, a little inner reflection, just waiting for things to calm down. See, this is someone, they felt off. I mean, this could be just someone having a really bad day. But I feel this was something pretty significant. Under a lot of stress, anxiety, but with this cup, this Nine of Swords and this Ace of Cups down here, this person wants a fresh new start. Let's just put this behind. It is what it is. See, and just let this go. It's just somebody who had to deal with it. So there's something here telling me it's understandable because we have a person looking at this from a different perspective, taking a little moment to see how the other person may be feeling. So they kind of feel bad. It's bothering them if it's still bothering you. So I do feel they want to communicate here. See, it's all about something they kept to themselves. It's a person who just keeps it all in. They don't want to tell the other person how they're feeling. They don't want to lay their burdens on them. Yeah, there it is, putting their best foot forward. This is what happened. They didn't put their best foot forward. This is somebody who wanted to lay the foundation. They really wanted to get this going. See, it's about kind of rebuilding this, but it's about just letting it go. It is what it is. It's something they had to deal with. They didn't put their best foot forward. Now they wanted another chance to rebuild this foundation. Look at that. Yeah. Sometimes people, a lot of people don't like to lay their burdens on other people. They don't like to bother people, and they kind of hold it all inside. But they're definitely feeling differently. This is after a period of time, laying down the bag. This is someone who solved it. The burdens have been lifted. This is where the sun shines, and we have an Empress, the start of something new. Some of you could have another person coming in here. Maybe it's an energy of too much of a good thing too fast, where now you feel that way. And you see, it's about recognizing how the other person feels. Putting the shoe on the other foot. So I do feel there's kindness, compassion, and even forgiveness here. Just let it go. Let's just let this go. Let's just start over. Let's just start over. Look at that. Tell me about this Ten of Pentacles. See, this is about, I have your back, you have mine. See, it's about support. This is an energy where somebody is not there for somebody when they needed them. That's how somebody maybe was feeling, but this is what this person wants. See, it's stability. Two people who look out for each other. They're there for each other. Somebody couldn't be there for somebody, and maybe that's how you felt. They weren't there for you when you needed them. But I actually feel with this is somebody who was there for someone when they needed them. Okay, coming from the Queen of Pentacles energy. But this is about rebuilding this. Tell me about this Four of Cups energy. See where this is going to go. Yeah, see, just letting it go. It is what it is. See, the feelings are mutual. Let's just let this go. It is what it is. It happened. It's something understandable. Yeah. Wow. The Star. Yeah. See, somebody here who's single. This is a single person, someone who has everything they need. Someone who takes care of themselves. But this is about, I feel as though, this could be yourself. I'm not judging here, but creating a little bit of drama here. Because to me, it looks like someone who's kind of trying to avoid that. They put on the brakes because they're already dealing with something here. So But like I say, it's two people who have each other's back. Someone's putting on the brakes, looking at this. Someone who actually has their back. They've been there for them. Support. I have your back, you have mine. But this is someone seeing somebody who was actually there for someone. And that's what I feel. It's company, companionship, someone feeling kind of lonely. So we have, you know, I feel both of you, mutual, letting this go. Yeah. See, assessing, reassessing the situation. Somebody was definitely focused on money. There was definitely money. Some sort of situation. It could have been someone had a lot of debt, paying off bills. It could be anything. But whatever it is, they're assessing it. They're now seeing this a little differently, feeling differently, because they're looking at the situation. Yeah, I do see, look at this, chaos, conflict, drama. Maybe too many people involved, too many opinions. See, someone listening to too many people's opinions, too many people involved. I mean, there could have been some jealousy or something here, but I feel it's more like looking at this. And I do think someone's talking to other people. I do see support to friends and family. But this is someone who feels someone ignoring them or ghosting someone when they have a problem. The others, nobody's there for them. Yeah, but I feel a lot of this is just this. There's some kind of good news coming out of this. Some kind of get-together gathering. See, someone avoiding somebody publicly, not wanting to talk to them. So there's some sort of regret where this person, there's this opportunity. Assessing the situation. Someone here has been taking their time and looking at this. Look at that, putting all the cups on the table. Some kind of event or opportunity coming up. There's going to be an offer, an invitation. This opportunity to kind of, you know, let's just let this go. It is what it is. But let's keep this to ourselves, because this is what I feel here. Putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. It's rebuilding this. Somebody rebuilding. And it has to do with a house and a home. Someone who just feels like giving up. Yeah, but I feel there's too many people involved, too many people talking. See, feeling overwhelmed. Somebody felt overwhelmed. They were actually feeling very positive, but there was just too much going on and too many people involved. That's what I feel. But there's going to be this opportunity. Yeah, this is somebody who wants to build. See, putting in effort, they want to build. Someone was very much focused on work. Somebody focused on work. All work, no play. Yeah. So someone here's looking at this, feeling differently, feeling a little bit like a fool. Okay, but it's about just letting it go. It's, like I say, it is what it is. But this is someone dealing with something. A lot of work, working on a house, a home, building their foundation. Look at that. Making things right, doing things right. Harmony, balance between two people. It's about being fair. Somebody hasn't been fair. Somebody maybe wasn't fair. There was a judgment here. But I actually feel like it's an energy of just rebuilding this. Someone here has been working, building their foundation, focusing on what they need. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a breakup, a divorce, someone was dealing with, you know, a lot of people involved, too much chaos, conflict, drama. It could be some sort of competition or something here. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, someone's putting all the cards on the table. This is about two people putting all the cards on the table, letting it go. It's a person who's now looking at this, seeing the bigger picture. They're kind of going, aha. Yeah, see, it's avoiding. I think it's about avoiding gossip and all this too. This is often what it is. Too many people being involved, avoiding gossip. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords here, justice and harmony, somebody enlightening someone, speaking truth. Somebody's enlightening someone. So there's some sort of truth, something being learned. See, this is about learning something. Yeah, too many people involved. That's what it is. It's gossip. Somebody trying to avoid that because it's a public place. There's a lot of people involved. But I do feel, like I say, I feel there's another opportunity. This person's, you know, they want a do-over. They want another chance. So there's some sort of truth, enlightenment about forgiveness, kindness, compassion, that someone cares. See, the feelings are actually mutual. Yeah, and there could be some mutual friends too. Yeah, involving too many people. Let's have a look at the Queen of Swords. Yeah, see, it's somebody here, it's about investing, being patient, whether someone's really interested. It's somebody who's kind of acting like they're not interested, but they are because of all these people. Now, this could have happened in a place where people socialize. This person really did want to get this going. So whatever this is that's bothering you, if you've been waiting for this person to reciprocate or to reach out, I feel they're going to. It may take a little bit of time, but yeah, look, it's an emperor. This is an emperor. This is somebody who's looking at this, putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. Wow. See, too much happening too fast, but what they were dealing with, things that are unknown. See, what they didn't know then, they now know. Somebody here who's takes care of themselves. They look out for themselves. See, somebody made a bad decision because of other people's opinions. Listening to too many people instead of listening to themselves. So now we have this emperor here. This is interesting energy. Yeah, they're going, aha, look at that. There it is. See, going, aha. They see things differently. Victory. They want to win. They're determined to win. Win or lose, this person's going to reach out. This is about, it's like rebuilding this, starting over. They want to do over. This is someone who just didn't come in. They didn't put their best foot forward because of all this stuff they were dealing with. And it's like everyone's talking, everyone's opinions. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone in that social circle that's a little jealous or competing. Somebody competing for attention, or someone feels they have to. So, and we all know the Empress doesn't compete. This is someone who just kind of is very gracious, just doesn't compete. They just don't, just sort of being patient. So there's going to be another opportunity, a do-over here. Wow, yeah, someone here definitely ended a situation. See, this is somebody who was dealing with an ending, and it's over. There's the baggage, the burden's being lifted. This is somebody speaking up, getting things off their chest, but I feel this is a person in the social circle giving someone advice to be patient, that this person's interested, the feelings are mutual, you're both interested. This is someone learning, wanting to know everything someone's doing, what they're up to. Yeah. But I feel someone's going to be cutting somebody out of their social circle here because of this too. Because it's someone telling somebody else that maybe they're not interested. See somebody competing and they're looking at it. They're seeing this and going, aha. They get it. They're getting it. Yeah, but it's just something that's ended. It could be someone who sold their home, someone dealing with a lot. Like I see a divorce, a breakup, the end of a relationship. But I also see the end of a friendship here because somebody here is competing with the other person, or they're creating a lot of drama or gossiping and talking because there's something being learned. So, but this is all going to work out very well. This person they see this opportunity, they see this beautiful Empress energy, this opportunity for something new, but it's where something needed to end. And this is all internal, somebody going through this internal change. So you feel keeping all this in, this not wanting to bother anybody. Yeah, wow. So there you go. Cancer, whatever this is, there it is. Spending time together, doing things together. I wouldn't be surprised if there was people talking, gossiping, kind of collaborating. But this is about the two of you going down this path together. See, they're acknowledging here the things that you both have in common. So somebody could be finding out too, hearing gossip and talk. There's someone here you have in common. There's a person here who's kind of competing, or maybe, it's just it could be jealousy, but I feel for most of you, it's just talk and gossip, turmoil, too much happening too fast. Someone put on the brakes and made a decision. And there it is. See, they're coming in. They want to talk. This is someone who wants to talk. But I feel it's like too much of a good thing. I wouldn't be surprised if there's one person in that social circle who's telling somebody here to avoid you. Okay? That you're not interested in them. So this is why putting on the brakes. But now it's about taking another look, seeing. See, someone here, I feel. But I do feel this is someone who believes they're speaking truth. We know with the Queen of Swords, friends often mean well. Then someone here maybe just wants to be single. They're not really interested. Yeah. But wow, I got to tell you, this is person's going to come in, and I do think they're going to win or lose. They're coming in. They want this victory because they're seeing this beautiful energy. Yeah, you can expect a communication from this person at some point. They are kind of spontaneous. So this could kind of come in out of the blue, but it's putting the shoe on the other foot. See, too much happening too fast, everyone talking. Someone here is leaving somebody out. Someone's feeling left out in the cold where someone's not talking to them. They're ignoring them. And it has to do with some kind of event or people here. It could be online, whatever it is. But someone's being kind of left out. So now we have this person here who wants to communicate. And they're likely going to come in out of the blue. See, they're just going to take a leap of faith and take a risk. But someone is going to be left out. I do think there's going to be, it's about leaving out all these people too. Ignoring their opinions. But I do think there could be a loss of a friendship or somebody being cut out of that social circle here. Take care. Bye for now.